Good evening, my dear students. Am I audible? Am I visible? It has not yet started. Good evening, my dear students, and welcome to this session. Am I audible? I'm perfectly audible. I have already heard it. Yes, I'm audible and visible. My name is Anoop Vashishtha and you are on Unacademy NEET Elixir. Elixir, Hindi mein bola jata hai Amrit. The thing which can revive even the deads. But you are perfectly alive and you are going to revive, you are going to create your career with us. So here we are on Unacademy NEET Elixir. And today we are going to start with the first chapter of 11th class, some basic concepts of chemistry. When we talk about this particular chapter, this is the chapter in which we are given the information about what exactly we are going to deal in chemistry. This chapter is something which is going to make you think about chemistry, whether you want to do the chemistry or you don't want to do chemistry. I am perfectly fine, Tirthraj. Great. Ambud says, very happy to see you live. Did you think I would be dead by now? No, I am perfectly alive and kicking and taking the classes and being with you. So let's begin over with it. I believe everybody who has joined the session has liked the session. Quickly like the session so that we get the elixir. For us, the elixir is your likes and your attendance. So let's begin over with this particular chapter. In this chapter we are going to talk about very simple things. Perhaps you already know it, but it's something like we want to start the session. The starting of the session should be mild, it should be soft, it should be something which you already know, and that's what we are having is the scientific notation, the rounding off, the exponents. So to begin over with it, first of all, a little about me. I hope you know about me. My name is Anoop Vashishtha. I am an MSc in chemistry from University of Delhi. I have 26 plus years of teaching experience, obviously greater than most of your ages and maybe 1.5 times of your age. Lakhs of students have been taught by me. They are doctors, engineers, teachers and so on and so forth. So once having talked about that, let's begin over with some very general tips, very general tips that you need to know. And those general tips are, first of all, the NTA is absolutely clear about the chemistry concepts and problems that you need to master. NTA has actually rationalized the course, it has actually reduced the course, so they are absolutely clear not to increase your burden. They want you should be studying only those things which are required by you to clear your entrance examination and your board's examination. The things which you would like to know. Arman Ali, yes, absolutely everything is going to be in very much detail, absolutely nicely, slowly, and sir, it's highly calculative. That's the wrong notion you have. It's not exactly calculated, it's very simple, and that's what we are going to do. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's good afternoon. It's like good after evening. Good evening, isn't it? So everybody needs to like it. And here we have. Now, when we talk about our teaching, we are going to see. I am not here to tell you how much I know about chemistry, how much is my education, how much experience I have. I am here to make you clear your entrance examination. I am here to make you do what you can do the best. So I have to follow the guidelines which have been given by NTA so that I don't burden you with unnecessary information, unnecessary things. No, I won't be doing that. Isn't it? How much are classes duration? Well, it depends on you how much class or duration you will be able to tolerate or you will be able to understand. But I believe a class which is not comprised of questions, just of question, or it is not a very rapid revision class, the class should be somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes. More than 90 minutes, it becomes less until unless there is a 15-minute break in it. 90 minutes is the span of the concentration that you might be having, not more than that. So I can watch your previous classes so that I can have to watch your session again. You have watched my previous classes, but every class is different, it's unique, the style is different, some information change, and you need to revise the old classes anyway. So why not now with me in live session? That would be a much better option. Okay, so I am going to emphasize what the MTA emphasizes, and we are suspect that these are the very things that you want to emphasize on. Is it not clear? So you would be also emphasizing those very things. Now you are not studying chemistry for the sake of chemistry. No, you don't study for the sake of chemistry. You are studying chemistry so that you can use chemistry for a specific purpose. And what is that purpose? That purpose is to ace the NEET examination. To clear your NEET chemistry examination, you want to have the grasp of chemistry so that you can get the maximum marks, and those marks are 180 out of 180, not less than that. That is what you need. Purnesh, this session, this particular channel is of English, and English is necessary because I believe you have taken the yesterday's session in which I talked about, and we talked about, that English is the language which you are going to use while you are going to prepare for your PG exam, because the MBBS entire course is in English. So that is why we need to have these sessions in English, not Hinglish. Yeah, Khushi, I'm gonna teach here. Rahim, we are going to have everything. We are going to teach old or new NCERT. At this moment, you can use the new NCERT because this particular chapter is from new NCERT. So, yeah, I want to say one thing, that this particular course is a cleaner of your memory and brain. It's like a window cleaner, and that's again ammonia. Chemistry everywhere. Now this course largely follows the sequence you might follow in a NEET examination preparation. We are going to go in the sequence which I would prefer to follow if I were a student, or I am the teacher. So it is a very good companion course. Now remember, you are unique, and everybody is unique. I have my own characteristic, I have my own strengths, I have my own weaknesses, and so to make this course possible, there are certain requirements from your side. Remember, I want something from your side. Some requirements are to be fulfilled. Farmanullah says, sir, I can understand your English. You have to understand my English because my English is not American English. It's not British English. It is Indian English. Do you know there is something called Indian English as well? Snehal Patel, you don't have the new NCERT, you can always download it from the internet. That is not a problem. Just a link, ncert.nic.in. Go to the books, download them, easy enough. Now let's see what are the prerequisites. What is the necessity that you must be having to master this particular course? What exactly you need. Now, to master this particular course, I need from you, what exactly is my requirement from you? You have the basic facility with algebra and arithmetic. Yes, you can add two numbers, you can subtract the numbers, you can multiply, you can divide, and if necessary, you can do certain more things. Okay, you know a little bit about the fraction, exponents. Remember, anything other than addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, I am gonna tell you. I don't expect you to know everything, but addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that you must be knowing. Is that clear? It's enough. Okay. You should know how to solve simple equation, no complicated. I'm not going to talk to you about quadratic equation solution. No, not even quadratic, but linear equation you should be knowing. If you want, I can even have the session on the linear equation. That's not a problem. And you should know how to solve simple equation for unknown variable, including the occasional quadratic equation. You should know how to work with exponents and logarithm. That's what we are going to do today. That's it. That's the mathematics. Nothing more. And I'm not going to ask you to tell about the contradiction between Schrodinger equation and the Scott-Stock tax. No. It's beyond me. So we are not going to go with very complicated equation, very complicated mathematics just to frighten you. No, we are not going to do at all. Clear? And you have to access to NCERT book. I don't care whether you are the NCERT CBSE student, whether you are ISC student, whether you are Maharashtra board, you are Gujarat board, you have to have the NCERT, because the entire NEET examination is line by line from the NCERT book. Vijay, Telegram channel is already existing. Telegram channel is already existing. It's NEET Elixir, Unacademy NEET Elixir Telegram channel, or you can join with me as well. Search for me. Okay. Anoop NEET on Telegram. You would be able to find me. Yep, Purnesh, I am here and with you. As always, where I am, you are there, isn't it? So, if for any other reason you don't have the NCERT textbook, you have to either buy it or you have to download it. Go ahead, not a problem. Clear? NCERT book is oxygen. You might have other gases to flavor it, but you necessarily require it. So, you have to have NCERT. Okay. Now remember, whatever time we have wasted till now, that's it. We are not going to waste any more time. So you don't like to waste time? Neither do we. So here in the chat boxes, just ask your doubts. Nothing else. Ask the doubt, I'm going to solve it. So here, I'm just not going to entertain any of the random things. So you have to be with me. You have to ask me exact doubts, whichever you want to be clarified. Is this clear? So you seem to be in a new form of energy. Yes, I am full of energy because I have a target. I have a goal. I have a mission to fulfill. So do you have. So you also have that vision. So we don't gonna waste any of the time. Chemists are lazy by nature. I am lazy by nature. So I'm not gonna do anything which is not going to benefit me in the long run. So this session, whatever I have told you, it is because I need to have a commitment from your side that you are going to be with me and we are going to fulfill our mutual goals. So let's begin over with it. So I don't know, somebody would have said that mathematics is not required for the NEET preparation. Well, I have made it very clear that you do require mathematics up to 10th class. No, you might be requiring a little bit of differential calculation, a little bit of integration, but there also you don't need to go into the details of differentiation and integration. What you can just understand is what the results are. You can just learn the results. You don't have to go into the deep recess of integration, differentiation, the quadratic equation, the cubic equations. No, we don't need to go with that. So you do not need to study high level of mathematics like determinants, double differential, but you need a bit of mathematics. You will need the entire mathematics up to class 10th, bit of integration, bit of differentiation, and that's it. The entire mathematics that you require will be done right here. Whatever things we require, before we start the chapter, we are going to have the session of that. Now let's start with the chemistry. Let's first of all finish the basic mathematics that we require, as the session itself tells you what you are going to do. I believe the slide is dark enough. Snehal, I hope you are able to see that. So, what is there? Where we go? Yes, we are going to start with exponents. So we have exponents, we have scientific notation, standard notation, we have rounding off, we are going to talk about significant digits, and now we talk about exponentiation. So what is the thing about exponents? No, this one would be good. Okay, now what exactly is the meaning of exponent? Exponent is the power. You would have written exponent many times. It's something like we have a and we put an exponent b, which we call as a to the power b or a to b. It is a exponent b. Generally we don't use those lengthy words. We simply say a to b or a to the power b. So here we have two things. There is one thing which we have, this is what we call as the base. This is what we know as the base, and this is what we know as the exponent. Now one thing I would like to make very clear. The base may or may not have dimensions. We can have meter cube, we can have meter square, we can have meter to the power 6, we could have second square, we could have second inverse, we could have the powers of the units. But the important thing is this has to be dimensionless. The powers can never be dimensioned quantity. We cannot have 2 raised to power 2 meter. We can have 2 meter raised to power 2, that is acceptable, but 2 raised to power 2 meter is not possible. So whenever we have any quantity in the exponent, that has to be dimensionless. Can you see that? Yeah, Khushi, I'm gonna teach you the entire NCERT, and you have not liked completely. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. That is what we have as NEET Elixir. Okay, so that's what we have as the exponent. And here, when we talk about the exponents, here we have something like here, b raised to power n is nth power of b, 5th power of x, 10th power of y, x power of z. Now, it is called the superscript. It's written above. Now, we can even write it like something like a exponent b. This is also the way to write it. If you are going to write it in YouTube, you are going to give me in comments that, okay, this is the power, this is the base. You can actually use this particular symbol. That means it is the power of. Is this clear? If you have to ask anything, just go ahead and ask it. I'm thoroughly looking at your comments and I'm ready to answer any question that you pose. Clear? Now, there are certain specific powers, like the power 2 is called the square. Power 3 is called third power or the cube. So, a to the power 3 is called a cubed, not cube, cubed. And similarly, this is called a squared. Okay, there is something called a cubed and there is something called a squared. So that's what we are having here. Okay, now, so that's what we have as the exponent. Now remember, it is not necessarily that we have to have a positive number as a exponent. We can have any real number or even the imaginary number in exponent. The only thing which we require is that exponents cannot have a dimension. They have to be dimensionless, but they could be any numbers. We can have imaginary numbers also in exponents, and we can have the real numbers in the exponent. We can have fractionals, we can have decimals, we can have even zero, we can have negative. Any number can be there in exponents. Now, if we have negatives as the exponent, just understand that a raised to power b and there is a raised to power minus b, that is actually 1 upon a raised to power b. This means the reciprocal of a particular number. Clear? So that is the reciprocal that we are talking about. What is I? It is cube root of, it is square root of minus 1. Don't ask me so much strong mathematics. Well, I'm a chemistry teacher. I actually am fearful of mathematics. So let's not get along with that. So here, and just understand that a raised to power n multiplied by a raised to power m is equal to a raised to power n plus m. Exponents, the multiplication simply becomes addition, and that is what we use in logarithms. Logarithms we do in easily as this. Clear? So here we can have any real or complex exponent, just as I told you right now. Integer exponents can also be defined for a wide variety of algebraic structures. Exponentiation is used at many places, and as far as chemistry is concerned, this particular first chapter uses exponents extensively. You already know the Avogadro's number, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23, 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. What is that? 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. Name it. This is some specific constant. Which constant is it? Tell me. And then another one, 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meters per second. What is that? These are certain constants which you use in your daily calculation. The Avogadro's number, the Planck's constant, the speed of light. Isn't it? That is what you use. Rules of exponent. Yes, you are going to use the rules of exponent in every day. Clear? We are going to use the exponent in economics, biology, chemistry, physics, computer science with applications such as compound interest, population growth, chemical reaction kinetics, wave behavior, and public key cryptography also. So exponents are used in our daily life. So b raised to power 2 is b into b. How many times we are repeating this number? It's called the square of b because area of a square with side length b is b square. It's pronounced b squared. I told you that. It is b squared. And here b raised to power 3 is b cubed because it gives us the volume of a cube of the side b. Isn't it? Wow, Sarthak, Nitya, Prerna, you have been able to identify the Planck's constant. है ना? Exponent is the shorthand of writing multiple multiplications. Clear? So power of 3 raised to power 3 or 3 to the power 3, 3 to the power 5, these are exponents. Now here we are going to use the word raised. We omit it. 3 to the power 2, 3 to 2 works. Not a problem with that, isn't it? Okay. So anybody has to ask any kind of doubts? Nth power of b raised to the power of n, b raised to power exponent of n, b to the n. Clear? Now it's requiring only elementary algebra. So certain very simple things. Any number raised to power 1 is the same number itself. B raised to power 1 is b, c raised to power 1 is c, d raised to power 1 is d, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, 10 raised to power 1 is 10. So any number raised to power 1 is itself. 0 raised to power 1 is also 0. That's not a problem. So here there is nothing wrong. And the recurrence relation, so whatever is extra, b raised to power n plus 1 is b raised to power n plus b. Clear? This is what we know. In multiplication, the powers are added if the base is the same. So here we have powers added since base is same. So that's how the powers are added. Omitted means eliminated, not used, removed. That is what we call as omitted, or it is not taken care of. We are not emphasizing on it. That's what we call as omitted. Is it clear, Sarthak? Okay. Any non-zero number raised by the exponent 0 is 1. Just remember, any non-zero number raised by 0 is 1. So 5 raised to power 0 is equal to 1, minus 3 raised to power 0 is equal to 1. Is that clear? But please understand, any non-zero number. Now, it is said that Ramanujan asked his teacher what would be 0 raised to power 1. Will it be 0 raised to power 0? Will it be 1? Well, it is something which I won't deal with. Clear? Now this is we have already discussed. A negative power would mean the reciprocal. Okay. Raising 0 by a negative exponent, undefined, because perhaps it is going to become 1 by 0, and 0 raised to power anything is 0. 1 raised to power anything is 1. Clear? We are not going to go into the derivations of it. So anything raised to power 0 is 1. Negative is reciprocal. So these are the identities that you need to understand. B raised to power m plus n is b raised to power m into b raised to power n. Okay. But if I put the other power out of the bracket, then the powers are multiplied. Is that okay? So b raised to power m raised to power n is b raised to power m into n. The powers are multiplied. Now please understand that b raised to power m raised to power n is not equal to b raised to power m raised to power n. The reading is done from top to down. This actually means b raised to power m raised to power n. This means this. The reading is being done from top to down, not from bottom to top. Is this clear? And please remember, b raised to power m raised to power n is absolutely not equal to b raised to power m raised to power n. Got it? Just don't confuse it. Just don't make a mistake here. Yes, Sumit, we are going to do the complete course right here. You don't need to spam it. You don't need to spam it. We are going to do the complete course and in perfect detail. And exponential is not commutative. Clear? Like we have 2 plus 2 plus 3. So you can do it either 2 plus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 3. But 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 3 is not equal to 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 3. Because this is 2 raised to power 6 and this is 2 raised to power 8. Am I clear? Any kind of confusions here do you have? Abhinandan Mukherjee? you all have to study physics. Physics कौन पोरेगा? पढ़ाएगा, पोरेगा नहीं. Clear? Who has not liked as yet? Like it. Like, subscribe, share and comment. Is this clear? Now, exponential is not even associative. You cannot change the sequence. You simply cannot. Clear? And let's talk about the powers of 10. Powers of 10 are extremely easy. Whatever is the power of 10, that many zeros are to be placed after 1. And if it is integral value, let's say 10 raised to power 1, 10 raised to power 2, 10 raised to power 3, 10 raised to power 1 is 10, 10 raised to power 2 is 100. I hope you don't make a mistake in that. 10 raised to power 3 is 1000. So, whatever is the power of 10, that many zeros you have to put after 1. Is that clear? Okay. Now then we can have powers of 2. If you have computers with you, these powers of 2 are extremely important for you because that's what we have as binary digits. The negative powers of 2, again, 2 raised to power minus 1 is half, 2 raised to power minus 4 is 2 raised to power 2 raised to power minus 1 is half, 2 raised to power minus 2 is quarter, and that's what we have as the binary digits. Anything raised to power, any 1 raised to power anything, 0, 1, negative, positive, complex, simple is 1. 1 raised to power anything is 1. If we talk about 0, 0 raised to power anything which is positive non-zero number greater than 0 is 0. 0 raised to power 0, we don't know what we should say, and 0 raised to power any negative number is undefined because 0 is going to be in the denominator. We cannot divide anything with 0. Is this clear? Sakshi, your chemistry is weak. That is why we are having this class, so that we can make it strong. Anything which is weak, we need to exercise it so that it becomes strong. Piyush, in today's session, I don't think so you have to make any sessions, any notes today in today's session. But in the next time onwards, I am going to dictate the notes to you which you would be able to write. And I would be giving you the written notes as well. So you are going to get the written notes and you are going to write the notes right in the class. If the exponent is negative, the power of 0 is undefined. If the exponent is 0, I don't know. This is for mathematicians to decide, not for us chemists, isn't it? Now let's have the negative numbers. Minus 1 raised to power anything even is 1. Minus 1 raised to power anything odd is minus 1. Is this clear? Snehal Patel, when we say anything, it includes 0 as well, and that makes a problem. Any non-zero digit raised to power 0 is 1. Non-zero digit raised to power 0 is 1. 0 raised to power 0, I don't know. And here is the list of the various numbers. I don't know, no. This is not to learn. It's not to be learned. Here is the power of 10. Now this is important. Clear? Now to get along with scientific notation. Let's understand what exactly is the meaning of scientific notation and how we are going to use it. Scientific notation are used in many places. In fact, whenever we have the huge numbers, we prefer to write in scientific notation. 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 is the scientific notation. 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 is scientific notation. 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second is scientific notation. Scientific notation is the way to write the number in such a manner that we have only one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal. So we have only one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal. Is that clear? Now here I will just tell you how to convert any number into the scientific notation. We might have a number like 2468750. This is the number that we have. Here we can consider that there is a decimal on the extreme right of this number. To the right of this number we have a decimal. Is that clear? Sheikh Firdaus, tomorrow we are going to have the class 12th class, isn't it? Clear? Shailendra Kumar Rajput, what exactly are you trying to say? Tomorrow we are going to have the class 12th chemistry, and that class 12th chemistry is going to be the chapter called solutions. Clear? Kaifi universe. This is Hind, this is Bharat, this is India, and this is the channel called English. Okay, this is NEET English. Now here we have this number. Now here in this number we have to shift the decimal. If the decimal is shifted towards the left, you can just write it like this: 2468750 into 10 raised to power 0. Okay. Now, just remember, if decimal is shifted towards left, the power of 10 is increased. And where is my number? I have just lost the number. Where is it? Okay, 2568700 into 10 raised to power 0. So here is the decimal. We need to shift the decimal, and we are going to shift the decimal towards the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are shifting it 6 positions to the left. So here it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here it is going to become 10 raised to power 0 plus 6 into 2.568700. So here it actually becomes, in the scientific notation, it becomes 2.568700 into 10 raised to power 6. So this is a positive number. So as we are shifting the decimal towards the left, the powers are going to become positive. Pure solid state, I'm not sure whether it is going to be in the session or not. Let's start with the solution chapter, and once NTA clears what exactly the NTA stand on these chapters is, we are going to do solid state. That is not a problem. Is this clear? Like, I believe we should be getting at least 100 likes here. And if we are going to shift it towards the right, if I shift the decimal towards right, let us say we have the number 0.00000005678. Now here it's going to be what we write it as into 10 raised to power 0. And now the numbers need to be shifted towards right. Let us shift the numbers towards right. The decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal. One non-zero digit to the left of the decimal, so that I have to shift the decimal to the places till the time I get exactly one non-zero digit to the left of the decimal. So here I need to move from here to here so that 5 is on the left of the decimal. So here what do we get? 5.678. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into 10 raised to power minus 8. Is this clear? Any confusions here? Cafe Universe, I am with you. My loyalty is with the students. And I don't leave the students. That is the most important thing. Is that clear? So here we have the negative decimals, negative powers, and we have the positive powers. Now scientific notation allows us to understand what is the significant digits, what is the necessity. So here comes the scientific notation. Clear? Now many of the times we have huge numbers, and like this is the number having 4 digits, we might have to give the answer in simply 3 digits or maybe 2 digits. And there comes a very important concept which we call rounding off. So let's get along with the rounding off. How we round off. Let us say we have a number. Obviously we are talking about mathematics, so we are going to talk about numbers, and the number is 26754 5 3. Okay, and let's make it here 26.75453 458. Okay, now here rounding off is quite easy if you understand a few statements. If you learn a few statements, then rounding off becomes quite an easy proposition to understand. Clear? Now what are the steps of rounding off? Let us say we are said that we have to round off up till this position. Okay, if the number next to the one up to which it is being rounded off is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, add 1 to the number. So if I am going to round off till this 5, it will be written as 26.7546. Any confusion here? Yes, we can start with the organic, not a problem. And remember, we have to start with special classes. And those special classes are starting from tomorrow. So remember, this we are going to do physical, and in special classes we are going to do organic. Clear? Remember, special classes are also free. So let's begin over with that. So if the number next to the one up to which it's being rounded off is greater than 5, add 1 to the number, so it becomes 267546. Then the next thing, if less than 5, simply remove it. Okay, so here if I am supposed to round it off till here, let's say we round it off till here, then it is going to become 26.754, because this number 75, not 4. Clear? So this number is less than 5. Okay. Now this was greater than 5, this was less than 5. What if the number is 5 itself? What happens if we have the number to be 5? Okay. If the next number is 5, then what? The number was 2675458. 2675458. 2675458. Now there are two things. A, if the number to which rounding off is even, just remove 5. So if we have to round it off till 4, this is 5, this number 4 is even, you simply remove them. It's going to be 26.754. Okay? But if the number is odd, add 1 to it. Here is the number is odd. If we have to round it off till here, you have to add 1 to it, and it's going to become 26.8. Is this clear? So if we have odd number, what is wrong with the screen? Nothing wrong with the screen, maybe a little bit heavy things. My excitement is so high that even the screen is not able to tolerate it. It's not able to keep up with my excitement, isn't it? So This is what we know. And I'm telling you, if the number is odd, add 1 to it. If this number is there, 7 is there, and we have the number 5. So if I'm going to round it off till 7, that is the first place of decimal, then in that case 1 would be added to 7 because 7 is an odd number. Clear? So this is what we have as rounding off. Any confusions here? Any problems? How do we round it off? Neha, this is an English medium channel. This channel is in English, and this channel has been made in English because you are going to use English in your MBBS. If you have any problem, any doubt in any of the terms that I have used, I am ready to explain it in Hindi as well. I am not rigid. Okay. Any confusions, anything you would like to ask in whatever we have done in this particular session today? A very simple concept, a very simple thing. Anything you want to ask and tell? At 3 p.m. every day, you have the session in biology with Dr. Sachin Kapur. Every day at 4 p.m., you have a session with me in chemistry. And very soon, you are going to have at 5 p.m. physics. So 3 to 6, the afternoon show would be the NEET, Unacademy NEET Elixir. That would be the time you take your daily dose of elixir. Clear? Kefi, is this clear? 3 doesn't become 2. I said simply add 1, not subtract 1. Shakiba, in rounding off we never subtract anything. Is it clear? See, Shakiba, everybody is giving you the answer. Radhika has given you the answer. Sarthak has given you the answer. Sakshi, not in Hindi. Hindi already is flooded. The entire internet is flooded with Hindi sessions and English sessions. I believe this is the time we have to have a particular thing about the English sessions. Clear? So that's what we have. 3 p.m. Dr. Sachin Kapur with biology, 4 p.m. me, Anoop Vashishtha with chemistry, and 5 p.m. you are going to have physics. Now you need to download the Unacademy app. Tomorrow onwards we are going to start with the special classes, and special classes are there on Unacademy app. While downloading the Unacademy app, you can use the code, and that code is AVLIVE. It many a times asks you to fill in the code. So this is the code that you may use. Will we get DPP? Yes, you are going to get DPP. You are going to get everything which is required for you to clear the NEET examination and achieve your target and achieve your goals. So here, AV Live code, you can just simply go to the Google Play Store, and you can go to the iStore, whatever the store you might be having. Just go to the Unacademy Learners app. Remember, there is something called Unacademy Educator app as well. But that Educator app is for me, not for you. You need the Unacademy Learners app. Go ahead, install it, and then you can just search for your goal. Our goal is going to be NEET UG. Since you are preparing for the NEET examination, you are going to go with the NEET UG. Clear? So select this NEET UG. Actually, you can select even more than one goals, but I believe it's better to be with one goal, and then fulfill it. You can go into the subscription plans. We are going to have the plus courses, but as yet we have not launched any plus courses, so you don't need to bother with the subscription for the time being. But just use the code, go ahead, join with us, and you are going to use the subscription. So there are 3 types of the courses that we have. We have Iconic, we have Plus, and we have Centers. Centers is the physical centers that we have for Unacademy. There are so many centers of Unacademy where you can go and you can have interaction with the teachers live. Sakshi says, I am unable to join the Telegram channel. Why are you unable to join the Telegram channel? It is NEET Elixir, Unacademy NEET Elixir. Just you go ahead. You can go on with the Telegram channel. You can just join it. It's required. Clear? So we have Iconic, Plus, and Centers. I believe the YouTube description that has a link to the Telegram channel. Yes, NEET Elixir. Subscribe our Telegram channel, https://t.me/NEET Elixir. Clear? In the description, it's right there. Okay. So subscribe to NEET Unacademy NEET Elixir for the best live classes in English and the language you understand. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Meet you tomorrow at the same time, and in addition to that, in the special classes. All the best. We'll meet there, and just comment, like. I've got only 68 likes for the today's session. Should we not get more than 100? Okay. So Sakshi, you would have been able to join the Telegram channel. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. All the best wishes for your real nice day. Enjoy and study. Bye-bye. We'll meet in the next class tomorrow at the same time.